Hello friends, this video on number part 5 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Let's move ahead and let's talk about compound noun. Now you remember I told you quite a number of times that whenever you have this word compound, it actually means that it is not very simple. That means something which is made up of two or more things, something which is made up of many different parts taken together. So compound noun is that noun which is made up of two or more words. So this is not one single word, but multiple words, they come together to form one noun. So would you like to look at some examples? Okay, like son-in-law. So son-in-law is one noun. So who is a son-in-law? So son-in-law is your daughter's husband. For example, in this picture, these are the parents. The old couple, they are the parents of a daughter, and this guy in between is the son-in-law for them, because this guy is the husband of their daughter, right? So he is their son-in-law. So son-in-law is one word, but if you look at this noun, it is made up of three words: son-in-law, right? So this is a compound noun. Now, how do we write plurals of compound noun? Now, for compound nouns, what we do is we add s to the principal word. That is to one of the words, not to all the words. Like if you have to write plural of son-in-law, you will not write it like sons-in-laws. That's not how you are supposed to write it. Or you will not write it as son-in-laws. Just because the word law is at the end, we just need to put s to law. That's also not the case. Which is the principal word here? Which is the main word here? The main word here is son. Son is the basic word, and then we have added in law just to show that relationship, right? So therefore, when you have to write plural of son-in-law, it would be sons-in-law. So I hope you understand the difference. First, you have to find out the principal word. In this case, the principal word is son. Let's look at more example. For example, stepdaughter. So in this case, this is also made up of two words, step and daughter, right? So in this case, which is the principal word? The principal word is daughter. So daughter is the basic word to which we have added a prefix step. Stepdaughter means what? It's like it's not your biological daughter, but that daughter belongs to your spouse, right? So basically that for that child, maybe the father, like in this picture, what we have tried to show is this is the mother and this is a stepdaughter. What does that mean? This is not her biological daughter. However, the father of this child is this lady's husband. So that's stepdaughter. So in this case, daughter is the basic word or the principal word to which we have added a prefix step. Now, when you have to write its plural, how would you do, or what would you do? You will add s to the principal word. So here it would be stepdaughters. So you see, both are different. In both the cases, you do not see the order of the word. It is not necessary that the word which is at the end will have s at the end in plural. That's not the case. You need to find out the principal word. Once you have identified the principal word, just add s to the principal word. Let's look at some more examples. Man of war. So in this case, which is the principal word? So man is the principal word. So in order to get this entire word, we have added of war to the word man. So man is the principal word. Now how will you write its plural? So as per the rule, I have told that you have to add s. But do you think that in this case we will add s? No, because the plural of man is not mans, it's men. So the plural would be men of war. So with this, I think I should give a slight modification to this rule, that what it actually means is you have to write the plural of the principal word either by adding s or by any other means. For example, in case of man, we just changed the vowel, right? Let's look at one more example, maid servant. So here, which is the principal word? Yes, it is the servant. So servant is the principal word. So when you have to write its plural, what would you do? You will write the plural of the principal word. So the plural would become maid servants. So I hope the concept of compound noun is now clear. Whenever you have a compound noun, do not get nervous. Try to find out the principal word. Once you have identified the principal word, write the plural of the principal word and leave everything else exactly the same, and you are done. Okay, so that's about compound noun. Now let's talk about plural of letters and figures. Now sometimes what happens is we also need to write the plural form of letters like A, B, C, D, or figures like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might wonder that where do we need this? Let's look at some examples. Let's say that you are playing some card game, or maybe you are playing housey, and you want to say that there are 2 5s and 4 23s in this card. So whatever card you have received, you have 2 5s and 4 23s. Now when you want to write or when you want to say this sentence, you need plurals of 5 as well as 23. So basically we are trying to say that there are 2 5 and 4 23 in this card. So do you think this is correct? This is not correct because 5 is singular number, 23 is singular number. So 1 5 is fine. But when you want to say 2 5, will it still remain 5? No, we have to write its plural. So what is the plural of 5? To write the plural of a figure, we use apostrophe S. So we use apostrophe S. Now it is correct. So we say there are 2 5s and 4 23s in the card. Right? So whenever you have to write plurals of a figure, all you need to do is put apostrophe and then put S. So that's how you write plurals of figures. What about letters? For example, the name of this guy is Anand. Now I want to say that there are 2 A's. If you look at the spelling of his name, there are 2 A's and there are 2 N's. Right? Now, if I want to write it in a sentence, how will I write this? I would say there are 2 A's and 2 N's in his name. So this is how I would write it. So just observe this. In case of letters also, we use apostrophe S. So if you do not use the apostrophe, that's not grammatically correct. So whenever you have to write plurals of letters or figures, use apostrophe S. So this lesson, this was all about singular and plural number. And as I had mentioned you at the beginning of the lesson itself, that a lot of us think that singular plural is a very simple thing, but you would have seen it for yourself that there were so many exceptions, there were so many different kinds of nouns for which it is not very simple to identify their plurals. So I'm sure that this lesson would have helped you. Now try to form plurals of many more words. Like once you go through this entire video, you get to know how to form plural numbers, right? And then try it out by doing a lot of exercises which would help you to, kind of build your concepts better. So I hope this lesson would have been helpful to you. See you all in the next lesson. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.